I've learned that when it comes to telling your story, that will help you grab the right audience, do the opposite of what people are doing. And I don't mean this in a crazy way. When people are jumping, you duck. I'll give you an example. If you live in the United States, particularly if you're an African, don't try to tell, well, I shouldn't tell you what you should and what you shouldn't do, but what I try to do is I tell a story the American is not familiar with. If you want to tell your story and sound like you've been living in the Western world for the longest time so that you can fit in, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is people who've been born and raised in the Western world are already used to and familiar with the Western way of life. There's nothing new to it. If you want to try to tell your story as though you've been living in New York or in Boston for the longest time, you might appeal to a few people because obviously you still bring something to it. But when you begin to tell your African story, where you grew up, how you lived, some places you've been in the world, when I begin to tell people my experiences in Africa, in Ghana, in China, all of a sudden everyone turns to look at me because they want to hear more. They want to listen to me talk endlessly. Why? Because it's not their experience. They are able to relate in different ways. It brings a new experience, and that is what we want in stories. We want to live through moments as though we are the ones going through the experience. That's why we love movies. We watch a character build up or develop, and we see ourselves in them, and we live through moments, we live through times. That is the quality you want to bring to your storytelling. Don't try to be like everyone. Be your unique self. Take your experiences, own your stories. It doesn't matter whether it's way out of the life here in America or wherever you are in the world. People will appreciate it because it's not their experience. And what we are looking for in stories is experiences we have not had, so that we can add that to our own lives and live it as though we've experienced it. That's where learning happens. So when everyone is ticking, talk. When everyone is jumping, duck. That is what is going to make you a great storyteller.